Alright, y'all, welcome back. Strap yourselves in because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the unpredictable maze that is solo queuing in the infamous Dead by Daylight. Our torchbearer for this roller coaster of an adventure, none other than the adorable Dwight Fairfield. Don't let his geek chic vibes fool you. This chap's a devilishly clever survivor with a knack for flying under the radar, so buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of solo queuing where every turn could be your last. Now, for those of you who don't know, solo queuing means you're flying solo. No team, no pals, just you against the world. Every time you hit play, you get thrown into the deep end with a bunch of randoms. It's a proper gamble. You don't know if you're playing with pros or amateurs, and let me tell you, it can be a right laugh or a downright nightmare. Dead by Daylight? More like Russian roulette, except instead of bullets, it's all about cooperation and teamwork. So strap in, it's about to get wild as we dive headfirst into this unpredictable world of solo queuing with our mate, Dwight. So who's the lucky killer we're dancing with tonight? Could it maybe be Myers? The fan favorite Ghosty? No. Nope. It's Nemesis. This map isn't my usual stomping ground, I'll admit. I tried to keep the big lad on the run long enough for the ladies to sort out the party gen, but inevitably, I ended up just hanging out. Literally. Oh, well, would you look at that? They're having a wee dance down there. I don't think they're quite grasping the concept of scampering when there's a killer on the loose. Got a friendly Nemi on our hands, maybe?
Nope.
About to install my spare part. Just my luck. Sorry, folks. First time out tonight. Still getting warmed up. You know, I can practically hear y'all facepalming. Well, it seems we found ourselves in a good old-fashioned farming match. So we decided to pop those gens like corn at a movie theater, swing open that gate, and get out of Dodge. But wait, our dear friend Nemi had other plans. Is it because we didn't play along? Or does he have some other twisted game in mind? A slug race for survival, that's what. And they're off. Well, Kayla jumped the gun a bit, but who's keeping count? The real question is, will we make it? Will we outlast this grueling race? Spoiler alert, we absolutely do. Everything's peachy. We're gonna shake that last game off and have a real good match this time. Feels like we've been here for an eternity now. This is very promising, isn't it? I guess that's the best possible outcome for this match. And lo and behold, it was a Meg. Here we go. Solid team, it appears. No funny business. What the hell is that? A map offering for the estate? Some joker's having a laugh, right? Well, I guess let's make the best out of a bad situation. What could go wrong? Then there's the mystery of our terrorizer. No clues, no sounds, nothing. Just an ominous silence. And then Leon. Dear old Leon. He decides to poke fun at Dwight's lack of hair. Not cool, mate. You remember when I said what could possibly go wrong? Well, that. The unthinkable happens. Myers. Bloody Myers. We've got to outwit one of the most formidable killers while dealing with our anxiety. It's like being asked to juggle knives while riding a unicycle. But we stick to it, we start working on gens. We even get a couple of randos on our side working on gens too. It's looking hopeful, right? Leon strikes again. He's in a locker, hiding. Oh my god, no! Well, here we are again, in our all too familiar spot. Let's take a moment, shall we, to check in on our merry band of teammates. Bloody hell, Leon, what in the blazes are you up to? Oh. You're sauntering over to lend a hand, are you? Wait, wait. Wait just a tick. What are you playing at? Are you an absolute muppet? We're on hooks. We're on hooks waiting here. Tensions rising, anxieties through the roof. We're all asking the same question. Will we survive? But then, as quickly as our hopes were raised, they're dashed. One teammate's dead, the other is still in a locker. Go figure. We're being stalked by Myers, while Leon plays hide and seek with himself. 3 gens to go, and it's all on us while we're exposed! The feeling of being hunted is as real as it gets with this silent as a shadow Myers around. Then I spot him. Not one, but 2 of our mates are strung up like Christmas decorations. Time to slap on the hero pants to save these randos. Alright, screw it. Let's unhook her and pray she works on a generator or something. I suppose I'll get you down as well. Not that I'm holding out much hope for, any contribution out of you. Well, that decision really came back to give me a swift kick in the rear, didn't it? And just like that, I'm Myers' next victim. And Leon! What on earth is he up to? He must know we're on death's door, right? Saving us isn't in the cards, mate. I reckon our Leon was broken that day. Alright, y'all. See if the next round of this madness gives us even a sliver of hope for a win tonight. I had a feeling, a gut instinct that this match was going to be the one. The one to show the world that solo queue isn't always a disaster wrapped in a calamity. But oh, how I was wrong. We landed in Haddonfield. Fan-freaking-tastic. Not exactly home turf. Fine. Let's hustle and get this over with as fast as humanly possible. And the killer, you ask? Chucky, of fucking course. The perfect killer to contend with on this map. He's so short, he practically vanishes among all the suburban shrubbery. So here we are, teetering on the edge of survival and disaster, and it's clear I'm gonna have to move some mountains to keep us in this game. This is shaping up to either be a blink and you'll miss it match or a white knuckle ride. Thank the entity. Ming's got a gen going. Let's try to get this gen in the street done ASAP. Then, maybe, just maybe, we can make our escape. Sweat is pouring down my palms as I hear those tiny footsteps starting around me. The team? We're having a right old mare out there, and now Chucky's got his sights set on yours truly. I figure if I've got his attention, might as well dance and keep him busy, hoping the team would get a move on those gens. But no, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
You don't look so good.
Wait up. A lone rando comes to the rescue with a gen? Now it's about playing that sweet waiting game. Hanging around for someone to lend a hand. What are they up to? Just toddling around? Scared stiff? Or maybe they're greenhorns who haven't got a clue. Oh, thank heavens. Rebecca swooped in for the rescue. But Chucky's not done playing. I'll have a crack at saving our brave soul and sabotage this hook here. Oh, well, I've not been keeping an eye on my toolbox, and it turns out it ran out. That's just typical. I'm sorry. Sorry, Rebecca. Now, I'm typically not one to be all over self-care, Yeah, because it's such a great perk. It's as slow as molasses. But in a pinch, this will have to do, I guess. One's finally stuck to a gen, and the other, well, who knows what they're up to. Guess they'll have to be the knight in shining armor and go for it right there. Oh, never mind. They've got her. So we'll just finish patching up while they give Chucky the runaround, and hopefully Bing gets the gen done. And now I'll just labor away on the dreaded one in the middle of the street, inching us one step closer to freedom. Hoping against hope we can pull this off. But Chucky's onto us. Playing hide and seek with Chucky's both a heart-pounding thrill and a head-scratcher. How on earth does he not see me? I can barely spot him. Guess the cars work as a two-way street for hiding. As I'm sweating bullets working on this gen, Chucky's back. But somehow I shake him off again? Not sure how this magic is happening, but hey, I'll take it. I never claimed to be a pro at this game, but some days, you just take the win. Alas, the final gen, thanks to teammates finally getting their act together. But lo and behold, they haven't got a clue about opening the gates and are too chicken to run. Guess I gotta multitask, which of course is a one-way ticket to, yep, you guessed it, the sweet old hook. And what do you know? They get the gate open once I'm hooked. But wait, our savior, Ripley. Will we live to see another day? Will she take a protection hit for us so we can both survive this? Fucking course not. They dash straight for the exit, leaving me to my fate. Wait. Chucky, sensing our frustrations, our disappointment, and our struggle, gives us a free pass? It's a win in my books, folks. But I don't really ever expect that from Chucky. It was a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. Alrighty, let's pile on some unnecessary tension, shall we? If surviving isn't on the cards, let's at least try to tick off some challenges. All we gotta do is hinder the killer thrice in a single trial. It'll be simple enough. Now, I've got Champion of Light in the build, but let me tell you, I'm absolutely rubbish with this flashlight. But we're not here to back down, are we? We'll get the hang of it, we'll improve, and we'll give the killer a run for their money. Now, if we cross our fingers for a decent map and killer combo, we might just turn this challenge and the trial into a smashing success, or at least a memorable one. Oh, what's that? A map offering for the Forsaken Boneyard? Oh, how delightful. And who's our lucky killer for this round? None other than Mr. Daddy Whiskers himself? Well, 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 here's hoping our teammates are up to the task this time. Well, that's a promising start, isn't it? And oh look, Daddy's decided to drop in. And poor Cheryl's got a big old target on her back. Here's to hoping she can keep him entertained while we power through this gen. All right, it's not all doom and gloom. We can attempt a flashlight save here. Now remember, folks, I've never claimed to be a sharpshooter with this thing. And there's the proof. But hey, 1 down, 2 more to go. First things first, though, we've got to scoop up Cheryl from the jaws of defeat. Wouldn't you know it? We land right where you'd expect. Cuddling up to our good old friend, the Hook. As Dwight, hanging out on the hook, I take a moment to really ponder the state of affairs. The gens are popping, the team is pulling together, and even though I'm up here, more of a decorative wind chime than a survivor, there's a strange sense of calm. It's in these quiet, precarious moments that the true beauty of solo queuing shines through. The uncertainty, the chaos, it all melts away. And for a fleeting moment, it's just you, the entity, the faint hum of a generator in the distance. Now that's what I call a moment of clarity. Righto, who's gonna be our knight in shining armor then? Is anyone gonna make it before we're knocking on death's door? Hey, looky here, it's Cheryl and the lovely Sable. Thanks, ladies. You're real lifesavers. What's this now? Have we struck up a bit of camaraderie? Could this be the start of a glorious, messy friendship in the world of solo queuing? Only time will tell, folks. I've got a challenge to wrap up. 2 more hinders on our mate Wesker. Easy, right? Ha! If only my flashlight skills were as dismal as a rainy day in November. No Wesker in sight, so I tag along with Sable, hoping to get up a step closer to sweet victory. But like clockwork, I screw up the skill check and Wesker comes a-knocking. Now, here's a conundrum. Can I pull off a second hinder with a flashlight save? Not likely, but given my track record, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, or rather, a pallet in this desolate landscape out here. But wait, we found a pallet. I managed a second hinder, but a third's looking as likely as a snowball's chance in hell. My aim with this flashlight is about as good as a blindfolded dart player's. And to top it all off, my flashlight runs out of juice. So what's the plan now, you ask? With no flashlight and 1 hinder left to score, how are we going to pull this off? As I fumble around with the flashlight, it suddenly hits me. This isn't about mastering the mechanics of Dead by Daylight. It's about reliving those childhood memories of playing Ghosts in the Graveyard Run Man Run. It's all about the thrill of the chase, the adrenaline rush when you're the last one standing, and the exhilaration when you finally evade your pursuer. And as I remember hiding in the shadows, holding my breath, I realized that my skills with the flashlight aren't as important as my ability to remember how to play, how to relish in the chase, and how to embrace the fun and chaos of it all. But in all seriousness, we have to get this hinder. Now, I know what you're thinking. Irish, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with the flashlight, and yours is out of juice. And you'd be right. But let me tell you something. In this world of chaos and unpredictability, there's one thing I've learned. It's not about the perfect aim, the flawless strategy, or even about how many times you've mastered the game's mechanics. Nah, it's about the grit, the determination, the sheer bullheadedness to keep trying, even when the odds are stacked against you. And we probably have no chance in hell of doing this, let's be fair. Alright, lads and lasses, picture this, on the brink of escape. But our challenge is still 1 hinder shy of completion. No hope in sight, mind you. Just then, our mate, the lovely Sable, comes into view. Flashlight in hand at the exit gate. Now here's a thought. What if we swapped our spent flashlight with hers? A bold move, sure, but it could be our ticket to wrapping up this challenge. Lo and behold, she's a star. She gets it and trades flashlights with us. Just enough juice left in this thing for 1 last hinder. So here we go, folks. Fingers crossed. Hope you don't cock this up.
Expected more.
Well, of course, I botched it. I'm back on my favorite piece of furniture, the good old hook. Wesker gives chase, and she's forced into a hasty retreat, leaving us in the company of our unhooked comrade, Ace, and the ever-reliable Cheryl. But Ace! Oh, Ace! Of course he legs it out. Selfish bastard. Wait! Here comes Cheryl, star of the show, the MVP, our guardian angel, and new bestie swooping in for the save. And bless her heart, she even shields us all the way to the exit gate. But hold your horses. We've got a challenge to wrap up. Come on, Irish, dig deep, use those skills. Aim for his mug and nab that last hinder. With every ounce of gumption we've got, we make a last-ditch attempt for a blind, nabbing it just a hair's breadth before scampering out of the exit. Talk about cutting it close, and lo and behold, we've got it done. Challenge complete thanks to our new comrades in arms. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is some Irish chaos-style triumph for you. Well, looking back on this roller coaster of solo queuing, gotta say, it's been one heck of a ride. The challenges, the near misses, the highs, the lows, the triumphs, and the not so triumphant moments. It's all been a part of this Madhouse journey. We've had a go at the flashlight challenge, which, let me tell you, was like trying to catch a greased pig in a mud pit. Not an easy feat, especially when you've got the aiming skills of a blind squirrel in a nut factory. But we didn't let that hold us back. No siree. We pushed on, we persevered, and we pulled it off. A triumph, I'd say, in the face of adversity. Then there were the teammates. A motley crew of survivors, each with their own quirks and antics. We've had the brave, the reckless, the selfish, and the downright clueless. But in the end, we found a rhythm, a camaraderie, and together we faced the trials and tribulations thrown our way. So all in all, it's been a wild, chaotic ride through the unpredictable world of solo queuing. There have been moments of despair, moments of elation, moments where we were hanging on the skin of our teeth. You've seen the friendships forged in the heat of battle and the bonds that can merge from chaos. So here's to the challenges, here's to the triumphs, and here's to the next solo queuing adventure. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride, and if you enjoyed the chaos and fancy tagging along for the next adventures, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep those flashlights charged, those spirits high, and those killers on their toes.